Welcome to Gotel News. I am Ephraim Okbanachi. The headlines. Traders along Mohammed Mustafa Way in Yola expressed satisfaction with government's action allotting them temporary spaces. Residents of Kola in Guyuk local government area of Adama urged state government to rehabilitate the road linking the area. Taraba State Commissioner for Information debunks rumors that the governor of the state, Dambaba Santai, is incapacitated. And in sports, Director Competitions Nigeria Football Federation assures Super Eagles players of entitlements ahead of Africa Nations Cup. The news in detail. Traders along Mohammed Mustafa Way opposite the Jumeta Ultra Modern Market in Yola have expressed satisfaction with the state government's action of allotting them a temporary space for trading activities. Cross-section of the traders stated this while speaking to Gotel News. Correspondent Samsumi Briston has more.
Malam Abubakar Musa said they stayed there because they had no place to stay and sell their products and they cannot afford stores inside the market. According to him, government has severally asked them to pack out of the place to the extent of beating some of them and throwing their property away, saying that despite that they still come back because they have no other option. He revealed that the state government has demarcated an area for them, warning them not to go beyond it, and since then they have complied. Malam Abubakar added that government has now allocated a temporary space for them in the former Fallujah market. According to him, even though they have not been given an official date to move in, they are grateful to the government.
Gaskiya ba mu go an heba mun rana ba sai ran da aka ba mu time aka ce mu shiga nan ranar ne za mu shiga don mu masu biyayya ne yawa ba wanda ya sai ja da gwamnati to muna da ciyamomi yanzu wannan dole mu samu ciyamomi mu tattauna da su mu ji yanda suka tsara fad na yan yadi ina yake fad na yan kifi ina yake duka wannan magana ne na ciyamomi mu ba namu ba wannan yawa mu kamar sai da kaya ne ko amma muna da membobin mu wanda suke dan biye mana hanya duk abin da ya faru.
Also speaking, a butcher thanked the government for allowing them to stay and continue with their businesses, lamenting that some traders still go beyond the marketed area. Sam Smith Briston, Gotel News.
Dress code has been introduced in Kola, Guyuk local government area with a view to addressing indecent dress by youths in the area. Elders in the area who lamented the way the youths dress in the area while speaking to Gotel News vowed to stem the tide. Correspondent Simon Ibrahim filed in the report as presented from our studio.
The elders of Kola village said they do not want to see their youths appearing half naked because it is against the norms of the community, stressing that, biblically speaking, Christians are enjoined to shun indecent dressing. The elders said they set up a task force and saddled it with the responsibility of monitoring youth's modes of dressing, warning that any girl found wearing a pair of trousers would face the wrath of the community. Speaking in the same vein, a resident, Christiana Erastus, expressed satisfaction with the code enforced by the elders of the community because, according to her, female members of the community move around almost naked. She added that the reason why in some countries women wear trousers is due to the peculiarity of the areas.
As a woman dress that is indecent dressing. You yourself that you dress, you cannot feel comfortable because when you are going, your conscience will not allow you to feel comfortable. You'll be thinking as if people are talking about you because even elderly people, when they see you passing, they will tell you, don't worry, people will be cutting you here and there, they will be accusing you.
Christiana urged the youth to abide by the dress code in the interest of the community, urging parents to support the code. Meanwhile, some youths in the area have expressed concern about the dress code by the elders of the community, describing the idea as conservative. They said they will continue with their own way of life because the court is not from the above, and there is no way a community can set its own laws.
In the meantime, the residents of Kola in Guyuk have urged Adamawa state government to rehabilitate the road linking the area to ease their transportation problem. The Bireme of Kola, Mr. Nanimat Mafindi, in an interview with Goto News, said lack of good road causes the residents lots of hardship, especially when they want to convey sick persons to the hospital. Correspondent Simon Ibrahim once again filed in the report as presented from our studios.
Mapindi said they have to carry the sick on their head before reaching to hospital due to the poor condition in which their road is, noting that sometimes the sick die before reaching the hospital. He added that the people of the area do trek more than 3 kilometers before reaching their farms, urging the state government to come to their aid. Mapindi further maintained that Governor Nyako, during his electioneering, had promised that he would rehabilitate the road for them.
So let them come and save us. Let them save us from these challenges that we are having about road construction. Our Excellency Murtala Nyako, there was a time he came here for campaign, and he promised people Kola that he is going to construct road for them, but actually nothing on ground. So we don't know, and we are calling on the government to want him to come and construct some culverts so that we can able to rush to hospital at any time risk come up.
The Bireme urged politicians to keep their electioneering promises. He lamented that when politicians come to power, they tend to forget the promises they made to the people, calling on the electorate to be wary of such politicians. He also warned the people to learn from the past mistakes, urging them to vote for good leaders that would bring change to their nation come 2015.
Students have been advised not to study for the sake of acquiring certificates, rather to pursue the knowledge they can defend anywhere. The head, Languages and Mass Communications Department, Adamawa State Polytechnic, Malam Usman Abubakar Padda, who gave the advice in an interview with Gotel News, lamented that reading culture among students had declined. Correspondent Ruben Lokodi Ruben has more.
Malam Usman Abubakar Padda said the performance of students nowadays has declined, pointing out that students who claim they have some qualification cannot defend it. He maintained that some of the students hire the services of others to write for them in public schools.
Generally, the performance of students in public schools is nothing to write home about. Particularly those of us here at the tertiary level, the Adamawa State Polytechnic. I can show you the evidence. A student who can begin writing with small letters.
Speaking further, Malam Padda blamed the parents, teachers, government as well as the students for declining fortunes of quality education in the country. The lecturer added that students don't read yet they need the certificate, while teachers on their part also failed to impart knowledge to students. He said while some parents bribe some teachers, the government failed to provide a conducive environment for both teaching and learning. Malam Padda urged students to make good use of library in order to enhance their reading culture, calling on them to always go for knowledge rather than the certificate. Ruben Lokodi Ruben, Gotel News.
The Adamawa State Quranic Recitation Competition taking place in Hong would come to an end on the 6th of January 2013. Speaking to Gotel News, Alhaji Abba Saleh, the Publicity Secretary of the committee, said the event would be chaired by former Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Dr. Aliu Idi Hong. Alhaji Abba Saleh said the grand finale would come up at 10 o'clock in the morning at Hong District Head's Palace. He appealed to wealthy individuals and corporate bodies as well as government to contribute to enable the organizers get more prizes for the winners. The gesture, Alhaji Abba Saleh said, is to motivate the Quranic recitation and memorization among the youths. While appreciating those who have so far contributed, he maintained that much is still needed for the success of the competition. The Taraba State Commissioner for Information, Emmanuel Bello, has debunked rumors making the rounds that the governor of the state, Demba Basentai, is incapacitated. He said the governor, who has been away for medical treatment due to an air crash in October 2012, will soon return home and bounce back to his duty post. In an interview with journalists, Bello dispelled claims that the recent news of the governor's wife having a set of twins in Germany was stage managed by the Taraba state government to deceive Nigerians. He said, "Let me tell you the truth. The picture being used in the media did not come from Taraba state, but from Germany. It was not generated from Jalingo, as claimed by some persons. Governor Dambaba Ntai is coming back any moment from now, but I cannot say exactly when. It is the doctors who are attending to him who will decide when he should return home. We are not under any pressure to embark on desperate measures since the machinery of government is working perfectly with the deputy governor in charge. I can tell you that there has been no conflict of any type in the state since the law has stipulated what should be done in times like this, and that is what the government has been doing since the accident occurred." Ntai was involved in an helicopter crash in Adamawa State on October 25th and has since been in Germany for medical treatment. This is GoTo News, making the headlines. Traders along Mohammed Mustafa Way opposite the Jimeta Ultra Modern Market in Yola have expressed satisfaction with the state government's action for allotting them temporary space for trading activities. Residents of Kola in Guyuk local government area urged the Adamawa state government to rehabilitate the road linking the area to ease transportation problems. There will be more reports after the break.
GoTel News, in-depth, analytical,
educative, informative,
factual, accurate, balanced, objective, reliable source.
GoTel News, stories that make headlines.
The Inspector General of Police, Mr. Mohammed Abubakar, has approved the promotion of 1,944 junior police officers to the next rank. A statement issued by Mr. Frank Mba, Deputy Public Relations Officer, said that all the promotions were with effect from January 1. The breakdown of the exercise showed that 204 sergeants were promoted to the rank of inspectors, 303 corporals to sergeants, and 1,437 constables to corporals. The statement tagged the elevation as New Year gift, adding that it was in line with the ongoing reforms in the police. It said that all the beneficiaries had attended the 4 police colleges spread across the country and passed a special promotion course organized for them. The beneficiaries of the new promotion are spread across all police commands and formations within the country, including the force headquarters Abuja. It said it stated that Abubakar congratulated the officers and charged them to see their elevation as a call to duty